on our offense like we did today and just stay control of
How do you explain, not that you played bad earlier, but you had a few drops, everybody else did, but how do you explain tonight was just an absolute phenomenal night for you?
Yeah, I mean, just like I said earlier, just making plays when the opportunity presents itself, just playing the game play-by-play, something happens, you make a mistake on a play, not getting in your head, just keep going, keep pushing, be there for your teammates. That's the reason probably 90% of us play out there is just for each other. I mean, that's where the love is on this team.
That catch you had in the first quarter, can you just walk us through how that came to be? It seemed pretty crazy, man, to pull that one off.
Yeah. I mean, terrible release by me. Dude got arms on me, pushed me pretty wide, so I knew I have to get back into him. And then we talk a lot about jumping through the defender. If the ball's a little underthrown or short or not exactly where it needs to be, so jump through him. I got the PI call, but I still able to make a play on the ball. So, it was basically sitting on his back. I was able to grab it with one hand, tuck it in.
Did you strap it on his back and then pull it in?
It was like a trap, and it got kind of loose because I didn't expect it, and I caught it in midair and pulled it in.
You lost at least 3, maybe 4 games that were just either or, right down there to it. Does this feel like a 6-6 team? At times it looked much, much better, and at times you didn't look like you even were a 6-6 team.
Yeah, I honestly don't think so. I know what we have in this locker room. Of course, we haven't showed it every game, but I mean, just offensive firepower, hard-nosed defense. I mean, there's times where defenses put us on our backs. There's times where we put the defense on our backs. But as far as a complete game, I mean, I don't think we have one yet. But, Dylan gets hurt a little bit of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, for sure we don't have a 6-6 team.
Yeah.
I mean, even looking back at it, at the beginning of the season, I knew how good we could be. Looking back at it now, I mean, I still don't change that opinion.
You feel comfortable with kind of the foundation that was set here in the first year under Brent?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The biggest thing about him is just, I don't want to call it culture shock, but, he brought a lot of things that players have to get adjusted to, especially Coach Spinney coming back. I mean, there is no, teeter-tottering on the line and stuff like that. I mean, you got to do the things he wants to do the way you have to do them. And basically the biggest thing is just us getting adjusted to that. The hardest thing is with leadership and stuff like that. I mean, us older guys have gone out there and won games, but as far as through Coach Venables and the things he wants and the ways that he wants things to be done, I mean, it's hard to be leaders through that stuff when we're new to it too. I feel like that was the biggest change this year as far as, in the summer and workouts and stuff, we're all buying into Schmitty and we can all do that. And then we get to the season where game planning is different, hotel situations might be different, how we travel, how we do meetings at the hotel, all that stuff's different. So it just takes getting adjusted to.
Is there times where it was just almost too much at one time, you think?
Definitely not. I mean, honestly, it was pretty rough, adjusting to it sometimes, with a night practice instead of morning practice and classes in the morning and lift in the morning in class, then come back and practice. I mean, it's definitely difficult, but, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And, at the end of the day, I mean, we went through it, we got adjusted to it. We've got more years to build on it as far as Coach Venables is going to be here. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we're the first group to go through it. So I feel like there's a lot of learning that goes with the first group. But at the end of the day, I mean, we just got to keep building from here as a program.
Marvin, it seemed like you guys could never quite build off the momentum. I mean, you're up 24-6 tonight, and the defense is playing great, you're playing great, and then it all kind of flips, and you just couldn't quite keep it going tonight or all season. Did it feel like you could just never latch onto the momentum?
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely feel it. When we go out there and have to punt the ball, it's never a good feeling. Or when the defense gives up a touchdown, you got to go out there knowing you have to make a play, and then, you just don't. It's just the things you definitely notice out there, but, we just got to flip the switch sometimes. And I feel like we did as an offense tonight later on in the game, but at the end of the day, it still wasn't enough to win. So there's definitely stuff to get back to watch. At the end of the day, I mean, we just didn't do what we needed to do to win today.
I know this may not be a question you've thought about your answer yet, but have you thought about what's next for you?
Not fully. I've been asked a bunch, but I definitely plan on playing in the bowl game. Just taking that one out, enjoying the week with my teammates. But as far as after that, I mean, I have no idea what I'm going to do yet.
Any idea on timeline?
No, not really. I mean, just a couple weeks, 3 weeks until the bowl game, maybe. Could be before then, could be after then. But, I haven't even started the conversations yet with family and coaches and all that stuff. So, no, I haven't decided yet.
Is there a discipline problem on this team? Just game field, not off field or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't think so personally. I think sometimes you get so caught up into the moment when you're playing sports. I mean, it happens at every level, but disciplinary thing is a thing that Coach Venables harps on. Penalties was a big thing we harped on at the beginning of the season. Offensively we have a penalty goal. Defensively, I mean, Coach Venables harps on all the time, so I know they hear it all the time. But as far as that goes, I mean, there's a discipline problem on the field. I don't feel like, I feel like we do our jobs and stuff like that. Sometimes, game planning does change. Defense might do something you don't expect. Offense might do something you don't expect. So that might throw you off a little bit. But as far as disciplinary struggles, I don't feel like we have that as a team.
Marvin, you guys were able to hit a lot of good plays today.